This is the examination of the hidden human condition.
You're listening to the Hidden Killers Podcast.
This is the Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Boosty.
Melissa Fay Calumpit. It almost sounds like a weird, 1980s movie or something. We're the Calumpits. A mother-daughter duo from Nevada faces first-degree murder charges in Idaho after Travis Haywood Calumpit, 37, was found shot to death at Martin's Landing campground earlier this month. Melissa Fay Calumpit, who's 35, and Rosalie Lynn Morris, 59, each stand accused of murder and destruction of evidence, according to criminal complaints and probable cause affidavits. The older woman, Morris, is implicated based on aiding and abetting theory. On the night of July 12th, campers at Martin's Landing near the Snake River and the Oregon border discovered Calumpit's body. Sheriff's deputies said Calumpit was face down with a small caliber bullet wound in his upper left chest area. Evidence was located nearby, including a spent .380 ACP casing and personal items. According to authorities, they believe Calumpit had a dual purpose for his visit that day, buying a white Dodge pickup truck and rekindling romance with his twice-estranged wife, Melissa Calumpit. However, he never made the planned trip north to another campsite near Council, Idaho. Key evidence surfaced when a witness overheard a suspicious phone conversation between Calumpit and a woman, presumed to be Melissa, who urged him to meet her at the campsite. Come to the woods, my darling. During the subsequent investigation, Melissa Calumpit's inconsistent statements and incriminating details raised a couple of suspicions. Initially denying involvement, Melissa and Morris later changed their stories, because that's a good idea. After being confronted with video evidence, Morris admitted to planning the murder during a family meeting and stated that Melissa wanted to accompany her. How nice. A nice mother-daughter date. The affidavits detail how the mother and daughter lured Travis Calumpit to the campsite where he was ultimately shot. Melissa's statements varied, but she eventually confessed to hitting Travis with a rock and shooting him during the altercation. The pair then disposed of the weapon and Calumpit's cell phone in the CJ Strike Reservoir. Authorities recounted Melissa's chilling words to Travis as he lay dying, quote, "I'm sorry. I love you." Okay, it's not quite that. According to court documents, Rosalie and Melissa told her Travis was bending down, grabbing phones, and Melissa hit him with a rock and knocked him silly. Rosalie and Melissa told her Travis lunged at her and she shot him one time in the chest. Further, the two then threw the pistol used in the murder and Travis's phone in the CJ Strike Reservoir. Rosalie described Travis as an abusive drug addict with mental issues. Rosalie said she decided she had to kill Travis and compared it to putting a dog down to save livestock, states the affidavit.
That blows me away. That could come out of anybody's mouth.
Both women were held on $2 million bond and will appear in court later this year and are waiting in jail.
So they lured him there to kill him. And I don't know why exactly, because I'm not buying this. Oh, he was a drug addict and had mental health issues.
You're going to say everything and everything you can to disparage the individual that you killed in cold blood. And there may be some truth to those stories, but you fucking lured him there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if he's a clear and present danger and he comes at you, or no, just keep your eye out, stay armed or something. And if there is a reason that you need to strike, then you have a reason. But luring him to a campsite and hitting him with a rock and then murdering him, I'm sorry, that doesn't work well for your story of an abusive ex.
No, and then the whole, well, we have to put him... It's just like putting a dog down to save livestock.
So they're the livestock? Is that what they're like?
This guy was a dad. They had 3 kids together. Yeah. I was reading about this. They had 3 kids. And one of them, the oldest, is special needs. And so now the sister, Melissa's sister, has these 3 kids. And she's only like 20-some years old. And I think has 5 kids now.
And now there's no dad and no mom. And there never will be.
No mom, no grandma.
So that worked out well, didn't it? That worked out really good for everybody.
So do whatever. Like, even if Travis was a drug addict with mental issues, even if he was, divorce him.
Divorce, separate, do things, move away. There's plenty of ways to handle this without ending up being a murderer. I mean, there's a lot of cases where I can understand where someone is so driven to something and they feel that that's the only way out, but it's not. It's not the only way out.
This is all premeditated.
Completely.
So premeditated.
There's horrible people that can push you to do something horrible. It doesn't mean you should do it because it will not end well for you. Be calm. That's, I mean, the best advice I can ever give, especially like on, social media, you'll see people fucking airing their dirty laundry left and right. And my ex did this to me. They said this and really passive aggressive cryptic argument or like cryptic messages and things. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Don't engage. Move on with your life.
They calculatedly planned this, lured him there, and shot him at a campsite. So obviously nobody's going to find him right away. They have places to get rid of the weapon.
Not really. You're at a fucking campsite. People, it's like a fucking hotel in the woods.
And they pretty much, somebody came upon him pretty quickly.
And you know what happens at campsites? People walk around and explore and look around. Wonder what my campsite's like. Let's look in the woods over here. Like, they probably look more in detail at a fucking campsite woods than most people do inside their hotel room. Like, not everybody, seriously. I mean, not everybody's like looking in every drawer at a hotel room. It's just like, here's the bed, I'm going to sleep. They're probably investigating the premises far greater at a campsite in most cases than a hotel room. So not a great idea there either.
Well, if you saw pictures of them, they really don't look like the brightest of women.
I'm going to guess all around, these were not the greatest of human beings. But again, there's never a reason to kill someone unless you are in clear and present danger. And clearly, they were not.
Want to listen ad-free? Want advance access to all of our interviews before anyone else?
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
You get every episode commercial-free.
So you can binge on True Crime
until you can binge no more.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts now, or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast next.